Hi guys, this is Vitaly with AFT Dispatch and A2C Logistics, and in today's video, I'd like to speak with you about low diesel inventories and very high prices. But first, roll the intro. Welcome back. Before we get started, I'd like to ask you to please like the video, be sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a single release of our videos, where every Friday we're talking about something that could benefit you in your trucking businesses, in your trucking careers, as well as cover the loads we've successfully booked for our customers, consisting of leased owner operators and carriers operating under their own MC authorities, running under our truck dispatch services. As always guys, big thank you for all the likes you've provided in all the previous videos. Please do keep them coming, and let's talk about diesel. It can't run. Logistics can't run, trucking cannot run the US economy without diesel. So therefore, fuel price fluctuations, specifically diesel, are a major indicator of, basically pricing of where things are going to go, inflation, etc., etc. Now, we're actually coming into peak season, and so I did some really detailed notes here that I'd like to cover with you guys, because I think this is very important, and it's super important to catch it now, because I believe that this being a lagging indicator is going to take some time until we actually see these numbers really go high, although we've already been seeing them get there. So that's not good news. So guys, there's some low diesel inventories, and as mentioned, volatile pricing. They're likely to actually result in more carriers exiting the industry and basically leaving trucking. And unfortunately, that's what needs to happen in order for our capacity issues to kind of straighten out, right? Again, watch our previous videos. I'll leave a little card here in the corner. Very important you guys watch that video, because it shows you in great detail visually that we simply have way too many trucks, and the volume of freight is pretty stagnant. So right now what we're seeing is production cuts in heavy crude oil by Saudi Arabia as well as Russia, and that has affected the base that a lot of the products are built from or put together from, right? So for example, heating oil and diesel fuel production. So this is really hitting us in the pocketbooks, or it will moving forward. Now, refineries are processing more volume with less yield at the moment, and this is due to a lack of preferred heavy crude, right? So they don't have the base product, enough of the base product in order to make the type of products, final products and distillates that we need in order to function. Now, diesel inventories in the US are low, leaving the industry vulnerable to sudden increases in demand or supply decreases, right? So either one can hurt us, and this low inventory, these low inventory levels may expose the industry to disruptions, especially if a major refinery shuts down. Now, hopefully that doesn't happen, but we're at a point where things are pretty rough, and if a major refinery did go down for even a short period of time, expect prices to skyrocket, and it would be for an indefinite amount of time, because geopolitically we're not in the very best position right now to work with the countries that we are used to working at getting crude, gas, oil, and diesel and those types of products. Now, so that may be a big issue. Now, diesel prices in the US have risen over the past several weeks. You guys know that, and this is impacting operating costs for carriers. Obviously, no matter how you cut it, your fuel cost is going to be your biggest expense most of the time. Now, right now, they're saying that the break-even operating costs are around $1.90 a mile, and this is making profitability a very big challenge. And many of you guys that I talk to have operating costs that are considerably higher than that, and many of you guys at the same time have operating costs less than that, and you guys are the ones who are able to make money in this market and make quite a bit of money, especially some of the customers. I'll show you guys, some of these guys have very low operating costs, so they definitely take home quite a good chunk of the money. Now, a continued spike in diesel prices could lead to more carriers exiting the market. As we mentioned at the very beginning, as we see that happen, rates will certainly go up, and higher diesel prices stress carriers with poor fuel efficiency. So obviously, if you can control the cost of your biggest expense, if you can control that, you are going to keep more of your money. And finally, the capacity in the trucking industry has been slowly decreasing, as we mentioned in that previous video, and escalating diesel prices could accelerate carrier exits. So again, expect fuel prices to go up. We are getting into the colder season. A lot of folks are going to start running freight in the south and the southeast. Rates will plummet there. Don't expect any magic out of Atlanta, Georgia and that vicinity. The market is shifting. Shift with the market. Work with your dispatchers very, very closely, and let us know what are some of the fuel prices that you recently fueled up. So when you're watching this video, what'd you fill up at and where'd you fill it up? And that'll give some of our viewers who go in the comments a good idea. And if you're in the comments and you remember the last time you fueled up, drop us a line down there. Please don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to switch over to camera. I'm going to look over loads that we booked for our customers, and I'll see you guys in just a moment. Welcome back. Let's take a look at some of these loads. This week, we're going to have all dry vans, everyone solo. So I got a whole bunch of sets for you guys. So I'm going to go through them very, very quickly. If you have any questions, leave us a comment in the comment section below. We'll get to that. I'm going to start off with a solo dry van coming out of Billings, Montana, going to Spokane Valley, Washington. It's a 40,000 pound load of non-hazmat minerals. 533 miles booked at $1,500. Got them $281 a mile. Then Colville, Washington, going to Montrose, Colorado with a 46,000 pound load of dry goods. 1,128 miles booked at $2,300. Got them $204 a mile. Then Grand Junction, Colorado to Nampa, Idaho with a 40,000 pound load of dry goods. 637 miles booked at $1,100. Got them $1.73 coming out of Grand Junction. Excellent job. Then Fruitland, Idaho going to Lakewood, Washington with a 42,000 pound load of FAK. Freight of all kinds. 471 miles booked at $1,200. Got them $255 a mile. Finished off with Renton, Washington, going to Great Falls, Montana. That's a 44,000 pound load of food products. 639 miles booked at $2,000. Got them $313 a mile coming out of Washington going to Montana. Excellent job on this one. This is Rico. He ended up running for a week, Thursday to Thursday. Ran a whole bunch of miles, 3,408 loaded miles. Got those ran at an average of $238 a mile, grossing $8,100 for the week. Excellent job, Rico. Moving on, another dry van, totally different setup. Lincolnton, North Carolina, going to Plymouth, Utah. It's a 42,000 pound load of solar modules, 2,054 miles. Booked this one at $4,500. That's $219 a mile. Great job. Then did a one pick multi-dropper from Brigham City, Utah, coming out to, looks like Sandy, Oregon, Chehalis, Washington, Kelso, Washington, and a final in Warrenton, Oregon. So this is going to be a 40,000 pound miscellaneous load, 912 miles booked at $2,833. Got them $311 a mile. An excellent multi-dropper. Did a great job. This is Robert running Friday to Thursday, 6 days on the road, $7,333 in gross, and 6 days on the road, Friday to Thursday. 2,966 loaded miles, running at an average of 247 per loaded mile. Excellent job. Moving on to our next dry van coming out of Memphis, Tennessee, doing some drops a couple of drops, Jackson, Tennessee, and Greenwood, Indiana. Real quick drops there. 28,000 pound load of lighting supplies, 490 miles booked at $1,900. Got them $388 a mile. Then Greensfield, Indiana, picking up a load, taken to Chesapeake, Virginia with a 42,000 pound load of general commodities. 708 on the miles, $2,300 booked. Got them $325 on that one. They finished off with Williamsburg, Virginia, to Cold Spring, Montana. Very light, 5,000 pounds of consumer goods, 1,327 loaded miles, ran that at $24.84, got them $1.87, coming out to Virginia to Minnesota, not if I said Montana. Yeah, very light load, 1,327, $24.84, $1.87, averaged out Tuesday to Tuesday, $66.84. On the gross, $25.25 on the loaded miles, running those at an average of $265 per loaded mile. Excellent job, Manuel. Great job. Let's take a look. Next, we got ourselves another dry van coming out of Crystal Lake, Illinois, going to Kaiser, West Virginia. 43,000 pound load of dry goods, 633 miles booked at $2,100. Got on $332 a mile. Then Clainsburg, Pennsylvania to Hoyington, Kansas. 43,000 pound load of bagged minerals, $11.89. 249 on the miles, $2,400 book, got him 202 a mile to Kansas. Then out of Park City, Kansas, took a load out of there going to Lawrenceville, Georgia, FAK load, 40,000 pounds on a weight, 1,007 miles booked at $2,400 again, got him 238 coming out of there. The guys did a fantastic job here. We got $6,900 in gross running Monday to Monday, 2,829 loaded miles at an average of 244 per loaded mile average. Excellent job, Alexander. Way to go. Next, we got Shreveport, Louisiana, going to Redwood, Mississippi, regular dry van, 40,000 pound loads of consumer goods, 186 mile run, booked at 591, got him 318 a mile. Then Monroe, Louisiana to Colorado Springs, Colorado, with a 44,000 pound load of doors and frames, 1,006 miles, booked at $2,700, got him 268 a mile. Then looks like Rogan, Colorado to Cheyenne, Wyoming. It's a 40,000 pound load of dry goods, 92 mile quick run, booked that one at $600, got him 652 a mile. Then they obviously deadheaded out, picked a load out of Sydney, Nebraska, to Hermiston, Oregon. It's a FAK load, 42,000 pounds, 1,079 miles, booked at $2,200, got 204 a mile coming out to Oregon. Excellent job. Saturday to Saturday, $6,091 in gross, 2,363 loaded miles at an average of 258 a mile. Excellent job, Thomas. Moving on to Chris, who ran Walworth, Wisconsin, going to Lawrence, Iowa, with a 43,000 pound load of dry goods, 364 miles, booked at $1,200, got him 330 a mile coming out to Iowa. Then at Jackson, Minnesota to Oshkosh, Wisconsin, took a 24,000 pound load of agricultural equipment, 357 miles for $700, got him $196, moved into a much better market at a good rate. Then New Holstein, Wisconsin to Riverside, Missouri, with a 43,000 pound load of dry goods, 588 miles at $1320, got him $224 a mile. Then Kansas City, Missouri to Wichita, Kansas, 45,000 pound loads of FAK, quick run, 196 miles, booked at $600, $306 a mile on that one. Then finally, Jefferson City, Missouri to Jacksonville, Florida. It's a 40,000 pound load of groceries, 1,029 miles, gets you to very nice weather. $2,500 on that one. Got paid $243 a mile to come out to Florida. Well done, Chris. It's Monday to Monday, 2,534 loaded miles, booked $6,320 worth of freight, ran his miles at an average of 249 per loaded mile average. Excellent, excellent job. And let's take a look. Our next one's also, actually our next one's going to be a reefer. So we did have a reefer here kind of towards the end. Actually did a really good job as well. Harvey, Louisiana to Riverside, Missouri with a 12,000 pound load of retail goods, -10 on a reefer, 817 miles, booked to $1,750, got him $214 a mile. Then Edwardsville, Kansas, coming out to Laredo, Texas with 24,000 pound load of frozen nuts at -10 again on a reefer, 960 miles, booked at $2,500, got him $260 a mile. And Laredo, Texas to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, very light load, 2,000 pounds of mixed produce. We're talking 583 miles, booked at $1,900. One pick, one drop, 326 per loaded mile. Excellent job. So Friday to Friday, this was Milagres, 2,360 loaded miles. Ended up grossing $6,150 for the week and ran his miles at 261 per loaded mile on this reefer. Excellent job. And we left David, looks like, for last. Louisville, Kentucky, dry van coming out to Sulligent, Alabama. 30,000 pound load of forklifts and parts, 390 miles, booked at $1,200, 308 a mile. Excellent job. Tupelo, Mississippi to Selma, Alabama. Consumer goods, 40,000 pounds, 199 miles, booked at $712.63. Got him $358 a mile. Then Demopolis, Alabama to Raphine, Virginia. We're talking 42,000 pounds of board, 681 miles, $1,400, got him $206 a mile. Then Fredericksburg, Virginia to Roanoke, Virginia. Quick run there, 42,000 pounds of dry goods, 185 miles, $750 booked. Got him $405 a mile on that one. Absolutely killed it. Then Roanoke, Virginia, coming out to Augusta, Georgia, zero deadhead, 42,000 pounds of dry goods again, 351 miles, $950, got him $271 a mile. Finished off with Newberry, South Carolina to Memphis, Tennessee. It's an automotive freight load, 40,000 pounds on a weight, exactly 600 miles, booked at $11.30, got him $188 to get him out of there. So excellent job, David, excellent job. You probably should have been at the higher up at the list, the beginning of the video, because that's an excellent job for you, as well as your dispatcher. I know you guys ran some tight miles. 2,406 loaded miles, ran them at $255 a loaded mile, and got a gross of $6,142.63. Excellent job, David. So as you can see, good market or bad, my guys deliver week in, week out. Take a look at our videos from, past months and past years even. Good market or bad, my guys deliver. They know what they're doing, but what's really important is the drivers behind us, they really work hard to make the kind of money here in these videos. You have to have the work ethic, the right attitude. And if you are coachable and teachable, if you feel like you can be flexible enough to actually take direction from folks who you can admit might be better at doing something than you are, because ultimately it's your business that benefits. If we can make more money for you, if we can help you run more efficiently, if we can take a workload off of your shoulders and make your life a little bit easier in these very stressful times, then I would certainly welcome that. And I'd like to be able to help you guys out. If this is a good fit, then we may be able to help you make more money on your miles. So enough said there. If you have any questions, comments, any concerns, leave them in the comment section below. Otherwise, you can get more information about our services by calling or texting 801-448-6363. You can also get more information on our website at aftdispatch.com. You can fill out our short little form and we'll actually get in touch with you, get to know you a little bit, answer whatever questions that you might have. And like I said, if it's, something that's mutually beneficial, it's going to be a good fit, then we'll certainly get you started. Until next week, guys, stay healthy, be wealthy. Take care. Bye-bye.